right, good morning, class.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. Today we're going to learn about greater than and less than. Can we all say greater than and less than?
Greater than and less than.
Okay, I'm going to read our learning target for the day, and I want you to repeat after me. I will differentiate between greater than, less than, and equal to, using my new friend, Mr. Alligator. Who can tell me what differentiate means? Has anybody ever heard that word? Differentiate means we're going to tell the difference. So up here it says, I will differentiate. That means I will know the difference between greater than, less than, and equal to. So if we can remember back to about a month ago when we learned number sentences. Does anybody remember when we did that? So I'm going to write a number sentence on the board. Okay, we have 3 plus 4 equals. Who can tell me what that equals? Jen? 7. Okay, so this was our addition number sentence. Do we all remember that? We have two numbers, an addition sign, an equal sign, and the sum. So today we're going to learn a new math sentence. So what happens here is we're going to have two numbers on the board. So Jen, give me a number. 12. Judith, go ahead and give me another number.
5.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put something right here that's going to finish our number sentence. So this time we're not going to have an equal sign. We're just going to have one thing right here that's going to finish the number sentence. So I'm going to introduce you to my new friend. And your guys' new friend too. His name is Mr. Alligator. Can we say hi, Mr. Alligator?
Hi, Mr. Alligator.
So this is Mr. Alligator, and what, he's really hungry. Because, alligators, they like to eat a lot. But he only likes to eat the biggest things. So he likes to eat the biggest numbers. He doesn't want anything to do with the small numbers because that's not going to fill him up. So he wants to eat the biggest number. So who can tell me which number is bigger, 12 or 5? 12. Jen, you're correct. So what we're going to do is, because Mr. Alligator is so hungry, we're going to put his mouth open towards the number 12. Do we see that? So he's going to go and eat the number 12. If he was this way, he would be eating the number 5. But number 5 is not the greater number, is it? So what we're going to do, let me put up another one. Let's do the number 1 and the number 10. Who can tell me what the greater number is? Raising your hand, please. Yes? 10. So let's see. He's really hungry. Is he going to eat the number 1? No, he's going to want to eat the number 10 because he's so hungry. So we're going to put his mouth towards the number 10. So when we're writing on our paper, we don't have our big giant alligator. So how we're going to do this is we're going to draw our alligator. So here's his eye right here, just like up here, and we're going to draw his teeth. So if you see, he's going to eat the number 10. So when we're drawing on our paper, we're just going to draw out our alligator because we can't put our big giant alligator on our paper. So let's try another one without our alligator. I'm going to do 12 and 13. So which number is the bigger number? Who can tell me by raising their hand? Jen? 13. So let's see here. Which way am I going to put his mouth?
Eating the 13.
Eating the 13. So let me draw my alligator. And he's eating the number 13. Now let's say that Jen wanted him to eat the number 12. We're going to draw the alligator this way. Do we see that now? The alligator is eating the number 12, but that's not right? Because he likes to eat the biggest number, and that's not the biggest number. Alright, we are going to play a little bit of a game. And it's called Alligator, Alligator. If you think you guys can do this for me, we're going to need participation here. So what's going to happen is one of you is going to come up here and be the alligator. The first time I'm going to be the alligator. And what the class is going to say to me is, alligator, alligator, which one are you going to eat? And there's going to be two numbers up here on the board. And me, because I'm the alligator, I'm going to say the bigger one, the greater one. It will be sweet. And I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to decide which one's the bigger one. And I'm going to let my alligator eat it. Do we think we can do that?
Yes.
Okay. So let me put up some numbers on the board. Jen, why don't you come up here and go first? All right, class, what are we going to say? Alligator, alligator, which one will you eat?
The bigger one, the greater one. It will be sweet.
All right, class, what do we think about Jen's answer? Perfect. Good job, Jen. Go ahead and sit back down. All right, let's do another number. Let's do 986 and 12. All right, who wants to go next? Anybody out there? Judith, you do? Go on up. Right, Judith, here's your alligator. Right, ready, class? Alligator, alligator, which one will you eat?
The bigger one, the greater one. It will be sweet.
Now, Judith, why did you pick that one?
Because it's big. It's really big.
It's bigger. That's right. All right, go ahead and sit down. No. All right, we're going to do a few more here. Let's do... All right, last but not least, it's my turn. And then we have another turn. So, what are you guys going to say to me?
Alligator, alligator, which one will you eat?
The bigger one, the greater one, it will be sweet. No, why not? He's hungry. 98's a pretty big number. I don't know, why not?
112 is greater.
112 is greater, that's right. So we're going to turn this over because he's really hungry. He's not just hungry, he's really hungry. All right, Jen, what number should I pick this time?
413.
413. Judith?
426.
426. Good job, Judith. All right, let's come up and be the alligator. Ready, class? Alligator, alligator, which one will you eat?
The bigger one, the greater one, it will be sweet.
All right, now why did we pick that one?
Because this one's bigger.
That one's bigger, that's right. So go ahead and sit on down. All right, now as a class, we're going to do the next one together, and you're going to help me figure it out. Let's do 110 and 110.
They're the same.
They're the same. So which one does the alligator eat?
Both of them?
You might eat both of them.
None of them.
You might eat none of them. What are we going to do here? Well, what we're going to do is I have another friend. We not only have Mr. Alligator, but look at over here, we have Mr. Equals. Hi, Mr. Equals. Mr. Equals is going to help us out. So when the numbers are the same, we're going to put Mr. Equals there because this number equals this number. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try another one. Jen, give me two numbers that we would use Mr. Equals with.
0 and 0.
0 and 0. Great job, Jen. So we're going to put Mr. Equals sign. Judith, can you read this sentence for me?
0 equals 0.
0 equals 0. Great job. Now let's get Mr. Alligator back in here, and we're going to figure out how to read our sentences because now we know which way we're going to put Mr. Alligator, but we never practice reading our sentence. So let's practice that. We're going to go with 480 and 481. Which way am I going to put Mr. Alligator? What number is he going to be eating? Jen?
481.
481. So if you remember our addition sentences, we practice reading them. We would say 1 plus 1 equals 2. How are we going to say this? So we have 480. What does that mean? Eating the other bigger number. 480 eats 481? No, so what we're going to do is, if this number is less, that we're going to say 480 is less than 481. Now, if this number is larger, it would be 481 is bigger than or greater than 480. Okay, so we're going to try this again. This is the hard part. We figured out which way the alligator mouth should go, but now we have to be able to read our sentence. So what we're going to do, let's use some little numbers. We're going to use 8 and 3. Which number is greater? Which number is the biggest one, Judith?
8.
Okay, now I know this is really tough, but Jen, can you try to read the sentence for me?
8 is greater than 3.
That's right, because this number is bigger. What if this number was smaller? What if we switch these two numbers?
3 is less than.
That's right, Jen. So it's going to be 3 is less than. So depending on what this number is, if it's bigger than this number, then we're going to use greater than. But if it's really small, and this one's bigger, we're going to use greater than. Okay? It's really confusing, but I know you guys can get it. Now let's try our equal sign, and then we'll get into our activity. Let's do 12 and 12. Okay, I want everybody to read this sentence together as a class. 12 is
equal to 12.
That's right. Now let's try a few more with greater than and less than. Okay, as a class, let's read the sentence. 12 is less than 100. That's right. So now we're going to get into our activity. What I'm going to do first is pass this out, and you're going to put your name on the top.
In my desk.
Go ahead and go to your cubbies and get your pencils. I'll wait until I see everybody's name on their paper. Okay, during this activity, we're going to work in groups of 3. So we have us 3 right here. This is perfect. What's going to happen is one person is going to roll the dice. After that person rolls the dice, the next person's going to roll, and the next person's going to roll. So we're going to start with Jen. I'll say I'm Jen. I'm going to roll my dice. What's the first number? 6 plus 1.
6 plus 1?
6 plus 1.
7.
7. So we see our first circle on our paper, and we're going to put the number 7. Jen's going to roll the dice again because we're still in the same number sentence. What's 4 plus 4?
8.
8. So go ahead and put 8 in your second circle. I'm going to do it up here on the board with you guys. So on our paper we have this. What was our first number?
7.
7. What was our second number?
8.
8. So now what you're going to do is individually, by yourself, you're going to put the greater than, less than, or equal to sign in right here. And then as a group you're going to discuss and see if you guys all got the same answer. You can use your alligator, but then I want you to draw it on your paper too.
We draw the teeth.
If that helps you, go ahead and draw the teeth. Okay, now as a group, why don't you guys check and see? Why don't you guys put on your alligators which way it should go? So you guys can all look down the row and see if your alligators are the same. They're all the same. Okay, which one is the alligator going to eat?
The 8.
The 8. Okay, now let's start again. You guys, Jen, go ahead and go first.
5 plus 4 is 9.
Okay, so we're going to put 9 in our circle. Go ahead and roll again, Jen. Because we're on the same number sentence.
2.
2. Okay, now everybody figure out where we should put our alligator. Okay, Jen, can you read that number sentence for me?
9 is greater than 2.
Great. Let's go to the next one.
4 plus 5. 6 plus 3 is 9.
Alright, so we have 5 and 9. So work by yourself first. Don't forget to change your alligator so everyone can see. Alright, do we all match?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So let's move on to Rachel.
4 and 2 is 6. 2 and 9.
6 and 9. Let's see here. Do we all have the same? Uh-oh, I see one alligator different. What's going on here, Jen? Let's see. You have your alligator eating the number 6. So is the 6 bigger than number 9?
Yeah.
You think number 6 is bigger. So if we count from 6. 6.
It's bigger.
It's bigger. So let's turn that alligator around. There we go. All right, let's go through another round.
7. 7. The same.
What are we going to do?
Mr. Equals.
Mr. Equals is going to come in. Judith, I love your Mr. Equals teeth. That's great to help you remember. All right, Judith, here we go.
7. What's 7? Yeah. 7.
Whoa!
Again.
Oh my goodness. It's the exact same.
Pretty close.
All right, everyone, I'm going to have everybody clean up, put their stuff away, and we're going to come and talk about what we just learned. All right, I need everyone to repeat after me. I will differentiate between greater than, less than, and equal to, using my new friend, Mr. Alligator, and Mr. Equals. We can't forget about him. All right, who thinks that they're able to do that? First of all, who can remember what differentiate means? That word that we learned earlier? Rachel.
Know the difference?
Know the difference between. So who thinks that they can know the difference between greater than, less than, and equal to? Did we learn that today?
Yeah.
How did we learn that, Jen? Can you tell me what you learned today?
We use Mr. Alligator to show which one he eats, and he eats the bigger one.
Why does he eat the bigger one?
Because he's always hungry.
He's so hungry. Judith, when do we use Mr. Equals?
When the numbers are the same.
Why? What does the sentence read if we use the equal sign?
Like this, like 7 is equal to 7.
Is equal to 7. But does this mean that it's equal to?
No.
No.
Only
Rachel, can you tell me what two phrases we use? So one number is blank, then this number, and one number is blank, then this number.
less than,
And?
greater than.
That's right. There we go. So you guys did such a good job today. Go ahead and head out to recess, and we'll come on back in and head to music.